Alien Schoolteacher. In the quiet town of Maplewood, nestled between rolling hills and dense forests, the days were predictable. Children biked to school, farmers tended their fields, and the occasional gossip about mysterious lights in the sky swirled among the townsfolk. One day, the ordinary routine of Maplewood took an extraordinary turn. The arrival Miss Vega was the new teacher at Maplewood Elementary. She arrived one morning, stepping out of a sleek black car. She was tall, with sharp features and an odd, otherworldly grace. Her green eyes seemed to glimmer like they were catching light from a source no one else could see. Her teaching methods were different. She didn't use textbooks, but she somehow knew everything. She could teach math by simply drawing symbols on the board, symbols that no one had seen before but somehow understood. In science, she explained things with such clarity that even the slowest learners became curious. But it wasn't just her teaching that was unusual. Miss Vega never seemed to eat, drink, or even blink. She could stand perfectly still for minutes at a time, her gaze distant, as if she were seeing something far away. The first clue. One day, Ellie, a curious and clever fifth grader, noticed something strange. During recess, while everyone was outside, Ellie had forgotten her lunchbox and returned to the classroom. Peeking through the window, she saw Miss Vega standing at her desk. Her fingers hovered over a strange device, glowing faintly blue, as if it were alive. Miss Vega tapped it, and holographic images floated in the air. Maps of stars, codes, and pictures of Maplewood. Ellie ducked down, her heart racing. What is she doing? Is she spying on us? She thought. The suspicion grows. Ellie told her best friend Jake, who was the class clown but always believed her wild stories. Together they began to watch Miss Vega more closely. One evening after school, they followed her. Miss Vega walked into the woods near the edge of town. Hiding behind bushes, Ellie and Jake saw her stop in a clearing. Suddenly the air shimmered, and a silver disc-shaped craft appeared, hovering silently above the ground. Miss Vega stepped inside. "She's an alien," Jake whispered, his voice trembling. Ellie grabbed his arm. "We need to tell someone, but who'd believe us?" The mysterious assignment. The next day, Miss Vega announced a special project. Each student was to create a report about their home, what they loved most about it and why it was important. Ellie felt uneasy. Why does she want to know so much about us? Is she trying to learn our weaknesses? She wondered. That night, Ellie stayed up, flipping through her notebook. Then she saw it. A strange symbol Miss Vega had drawn on the board during a lesson. It matched a shape she'd seen on the alien device. The confrontation, Ellie and Jake decided to confront Miss Vega. After school, they stayed behind, hiding until everyone left. When Miss Vega returned to the classroom, Ellie stepped out of the shadows. "Miss Vega, we know you're not from here," Ellie said boldly, her voice shaking slightly. Miss Vega turned slowly, her glowing green eyes locking onto Ellie's. For a moment, the room felt impossibly still. Then Miss Vega smiled. "You're very observant, Ellie," she said, her voice calm. "But you don't need to be afraid." Jake stepped forward. "Then why are you spying on us? Why do you have that spaceship?" Miss Vega sighed. "I'm not here to harm anyone. I'm studying your planet for a very important reason." The truth revealed. Miss Vega explained that her real name was Talara, and she came from a distant planet called Nova Primus. Her people had seen the troubles Earth was facing. Climate change, wars, and division. And they feared humans were on the path to destruction. Talara was sent to observe and understand if Earth could be saved or if it was beyond help. "I chose to be a teacher because children are the future. If you can learn to care for your planet and each other, there's hope," Talara said. Ellie frowned. "But why the secrecy? Why not just tell everyone?" Talara's expression grew somber. "Not everyone would welcome me. Fear and mistrust could cause more harm than good. I need to work quietly, a difficult choice." Talara showed Ellie and Jake her device, which contained her notes and a message she planned to send to her people. The message was incomplete. I haven't decided what to tell them yet. Should I say Earth is worth saving, or should I tell them to leave your planet alone? Ellie felt a lump in her throat. You can't give up on us. We're not perfect, but we're trying. You've seen how much we care about each other, haven't you? Jake added, If you believe in us, maybe others will too. The departure. Over the next few weeks, Talara continued teaching. But now Ellie and Jake knew the truth. They helped her complete her report, showing her the best parts of Earth, acts of kindness, resilience, and creativity. One evening, Talara called them to the clearing in the woods. Her ship was waiting. It's time for me to leave, she said, but I'll be watching, and if Earth needs help, we'll come back. With a flash of light, she was gone. A new beginning. The next day, a new teacher arrived, a cheerful woman named Miss Hart. Ellie and Jake never told anyone about Talara, but they kept her lessons close to their hearts. They worked harder, inspired to make their small town and maybe even the world a better place. And sometimes on clear nights, Ellie would look up at the stars and wonder if Talara was out there, watching and waiting, hoping they'd prove her right.